EDP445. Step into my office real quick. My office is literally in the exact same place, but I'm not editing this video. This is just a message to EDP. Anybody who supports EDP. I'm not gonna say everything that everybody else says. Oh, cupcake boy. I'm not gonna say these things. Why? Because it's making a joke out of the situation, and in a way, it's downplaying what you did. I want to be very clear that you do not deserve your spot on YouTube back. You did not earn your spot on YouTube back. Nor does any creator want you back at all. We don't want to see you back. We don't want you to be on the platform. Because you tried to talk to what you thought was a 13-year-old. Now, I know people, like, they chalk this up to the cupcake incident. So they're like, oh, yeah, he wanted a cupcake. And he sent pictures of his poop to what he thought was a 13-year-old. But then they let him come back, and nobody's banned his account. The problem I have with this is that the chat logs were actually way worse than just him going for a cupcake. If you read the chat logs in EDP, you told what you thought was a 13-year-old some of the most heinous, disgusting things I ever read. My sister was around that age. And I promise you, bro, if you had said those things to like my sister, or my sister had read those things to me, and you said them, we would have a serious issue, like a huge problem, bro. Because that is disgusting. And I'm gonna actually read some of these chat logs, because I don't think people understand just how bad these chat logs were. I don't think people understand what EDP really was saying to what he thought was a 13-year-old, and they're just letting him come back on the platform. This was a very methodical process. He was trying to groom. And I know people say groom and they just throw it around. It's a buzz term. No, he really sat there and tried to teach a 13-year-old about what sex was. I'm not gonna say I don't care about losing monetization or anything. Like hold on. Let me read this, bro. Let me read this. Let me just skip to a random part in the chat log. So I'm gonna skip to a random part. Boom. I'm here. Boom. She said, LOL. Well, they've obviously been talking about porn. Says, LOL. I've never seen it. I've watched it briefly on Twitter, but never watched it. He said, yeah, it's nothing special now. Back when I was 13, I was super excited and all that stuff, and now it's whatever, you know. Said, I'm not allowed to watch that bad stuff. My mom says she can see my history even if I delete it. He says, oh, dang, that sucks. She needs to let you live a little. But I do understand. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, she needs to let you live a little. You're talking to a 13-year-old about porn. Okay, he says, but he did say he understood. Why is he talking to a 13-year-old about that? But okay, let's get to a random part. You're welcome. You truly are one, though. You're sweet. You're cute, adorable, caring. All the characteristics of a princess. I called you babe because you're my baby girl, my little princess. Oh, baby, you really think I'm a prince? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Why does this guy get to come back on the platform, get 100,000 views in his first video, and you guys are subscribing? Why? What is wrong with you? EDP, what you think you can come back after this and it's cool? You don't want to take accountability for no. You typed this stuff, bro. It's time to just own up and say, yes, I typed these messages. Like, admit your faults, bro. Like, because I'm gonna make this video over and over. I knew you were a predator when Cold Raven had exposed you the first time, and nobody believed him because I saw the account. I logged into the account, and so I knew who you were before you got fully exposed with this one. And this kept happening. This happened with the girl before this decoy, and then it happened again with Gideon. Like, this is a thing that you keep doing, and people are allowing you back on the platform. I do not understand it, okay? We won't continue to do something that you don't like. I promise, no worries, we'll take it slow. Your natural reaction would be to moan because it feels good. probably when you first start out, because you're a virgin, but once the pain goes away, from what I heard, it feels incredible. For a virgin, the vagina is naturally tight because when intercourse, he's literally describing, and I, and why are we allowed? We're just chalking it up to cupcake. Ah ha ha, cupcake. Ah, he sent poop, poo poos. He sent poop to a thirsty EDP. This is more than you. This is more than a cupcake incident. This is more than you really thought that this was an actual kid and you were trying to get with them. So if we're going to let EDP come back, then uncancel Chris Tyson. If we're going to let EDP come back and we're not going to ban his account, then let Dr. Disrespect slide. And guess what? None of them should slide. Like, if we're going to allow these people, if we're going to allow EDP to just get away with it all, then literally, like everybody apologized to somebody who wasn't even a predator and called me Carson, and Kai Cenat can go ahead and hire back the guy on his team who was 20 talking to a 17-year-old. Because EDP is allowed to come back on the platform after trying to talk to what he thought was a kid, a prepubescent. I'll nibble on your ear, trust me. That's most girls' weak spots. I'd slowly approach you and make love to those lips and start I can't even, the chat logs, I'm going to actually link the chat logs in the description below so you guys can read them for yourself. But it was a lot worse than when Alex Rosen exposed EDP and the jokes he was making and the cupcake thing. It made it like a joke, and the people who didn't see the chat logs only saw the cupcake thing. So they thought, oh yeah, he just tried to meet up with a 13-year-old. They didn't see the chat logs before that, where it was a methodical process of trying to meet up with a kid. And he doesn't deserve to come back, and you don't, EDP. Why do you think you get to come back? Because if that was my sister, we wouldn't be having a conversation right now. And yes, and then anytime somebody calls you out, you just threaten to kill them or shoot them. Like, bro, or you say, oh, we just want clout. We just bro, no, it's not about clout. Like, you're a legitimate pedophile, predator. You prey on innocent children, or what you think are innocent children. You don't deserve a platform. Frankly, you don't deserve a whole lot. I'm being very charitable by saying you just don't deserve a platform. Some people would say a lot worse, like you deserve to have your balls cut off, which, because you didn't actually harm a child, people are trying to give you some sort of grace. But how many times do you have to continuously do this before you learn your lesson? And it seems like the more we let him get away with it, the better he's just going to get. So I just wanted to make this video to say, EDP, you're not off the hook, bro. You can have your account, bro, but I will do everything in my power to make sure your account gets banned. And everybody who knows, I know Gideon knows of EDP's new account. I don't know if he's made a video about it. I haven't checked, so I could be off. But why are no big streamers, super big streamers, talking about EDP's return? Has Moist Critical talked about EDP coming back? Hold on. And it's no shot at Moist Critical. It's just, hold on. I told you I'm not editing this. Yeah, Moist Critical hasn't even talked about EDP445 coming back. Nobody cares, and they're just allowing him to come back after trying to really talk to a 13-year-old. Can we really digest he's a grown man. He's 30 years old. It got even worse. He went into graphic detail about what he would do to her, or what he thought was a kid. That's all I gotta say. EDP, you are a vile, callous, cold-hearted predator who has taken no accountability for his actions. All you say is, I'm extremely remorseful for what happened. What happened? You never talk about what actually happened and what you said and apologize and actually go through the messages and tell us why you said that. Even if you did do that, I still can't give you grace, but I would respect it more if you did. And so, with that being said, I'm out of here. But I'm on your case, R. Belly.